I think that we didn't plan very well, for what it would mean if the project really became successful and what the time commitment would be to actually making it successful. So the end of 2016 and the beginning of 2017 were some of the most difficult times in my professional career.
Hmm.
I came very close to complete and total burnout, trying to work two jobs. I was effectively leading our networking team at Lyft, still satisfying feature requirements, leading our team, and then the increasing demands of open source. So I think a lot of people think that a lot more rigorous thinking went into the open source process. And the funny thing is that I think some people have asked, well, with the success of Envoy, has Lyft, done more open source? And if anything, I think it's the inverse. Because of the success of Envoy, I think we have a better understanding now of what it takes and how much that time commitment is. And I'm a big believer that with open source, I actually think that most open source projects are a net negative. And I mean that in the sense where if you open source something and you throw it out there and you don't maintain it, right, and you get some interactions online, I think from a corporate perspective, you're probably going to put out more effort than you're going to get back. Very few projects become successful enough where you get enough outside development that it justifies the open sourcing effort.
Hmm.
And I think that the experience of Envoy at Lyft, and we can obviously talk more about this, is just that it is a lot of work to have a successful open source project. And so I think that experience, that initial striking gold, if you will, has led us to a much better understanding of what are good opportunities do we think that we can actually succeed. And if we can succeed, then let's obviously go for it. But if we don't think that we're going to get a net positive out of it, I think that's something that we would have to think a lot more carefully about.